Thursday, January 14th, 2016.
Pledge to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dispense with the reading minutes.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes. Pete, you're on.
Okay, you're going to see a resolution up there. It's regarding the sewer rates that we're going to set for Bayview. Just to note in there that it's tentative. It's just what we're doing for now. It's needed for OWDA and USDA to get the financing grant from OWDA and to close on the bonds for USDA. Again, it's just tentative. We're going to, again, when the project's done and see how everything comes together, and we'll take a look at it again.
So what is it? What's the rate?
The minimum is $49.50.
Wow. That's quite a bit less.
It's right about where we thought it was going to be when we looked at it a couple years ago.
I thought it was 55.
Well, I think that's what we kind of promised, it'd be a range between 45 and 55, kind of right there in the middle. Next week, we're gonna get the lease agreements for the sports complex, also the trustee agreement. Those will go through, maybe getting the bond authorizing legislation for that as well. And we're scheduling closing for the Bayview bonds on the 3rd of February. So that's all I've got.
Hey, Pete, speaking of Bayview, was there a $600,000 grant that just got okayed by USEDA?
The 600,000 was CDBG.
Okay.
Okay, we should be hearing any day on the OWDA for 250,000.
Okay. You know, I saw that number and I'm thinking, was that in the Bayview or that was for, okay, community development?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's all I've got.
Okay, thanks, Pete. So Pat, since we got a few minutes, you want to read the motions and resolutions while you're checking them off?
Resolution for the county commissioners tentatively amending sewer rates for the Bayview project.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Resolution auditor to make payment to the Erie County Treasurer.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Resolution making appointments to the County Board of Revision.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Resolution designating representative to vote at the annual meeting of CCAO.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing payment to the Ohio City Bicycle Co-op.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Resolution entering an agreement with National Outlet.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Resolution entering into legislation with the Ohio Department of Transportation.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Resolution declaring certain items surplus in order to be sold at internet auction.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo? Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing payment to Amazon Web Services.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing auditor to make interfund transfer.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo? Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
And resolution for then and now.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo? Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
I'm gonna do the motions too.
If you want, we got time.
Appoint Commissioner Monahan to Information Services Board.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Appoint Commissioner Farrell to the Airport Board.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Appoint Commissioner Farrell to the Regional Planning Board.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yep.
Motion to appoint Commissioner Monahan to the ECADEC Board.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Motion to appoint Commissioner Shenigo to the Family First Council.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Motion to appoint Commissioner Shenigo to the GIS Advisory Board.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Motion to appoint Commissioner Farrell to the MPO Policy Committee.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Motion to appoint Tim Reister to the Extraordinary Fee Committee.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Motion to appoint Commissioner Shenigo, Jack Myers, and Pete Jackson, Pete Daniel to the Huron Sewer Monitoring Committee.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Motion to appoint Commissioner Shenigo to the Bicycle Committee.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
And motion to appoint Commissioner Shenigo to the Emergency Planning Committee.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
That's it.
What is this, Carolyn?
That went through last week. I hate to put this on the recording, but
Oh, should just,
when I went to notarize it, I put my notary stamp upside down, so I'm just asking that you sign it again, so we don't look really, really bad when I record it. Thank you.
honesty is the best policy.
Dumb blonde moment.
You're gonna be on YouTube before you know it.
Yep. I did make contact with the CAC, and they're checking to see if we can reappoint John Jacobs and Vicky Slaughter if they're interested. So as soon as I hear back from them, I'll get that prepared. Didn't talk very much today.
We have a meeting Monday.
Yeah. So Soil and Water, they're getting their funding from, still the same level from the state?
As far as we know. Yeah, I've been in contact with the Nature Conservancy, so it sounds like we're moving forward on leasing that space to them. I just gotta send them a copy of a previous lease that we had. one that's already in place.
We're not gonna have to do any wiring in there, are we?
I don't think so. IT
That was already
and
wired.
facilities are checking that out. Yeah, there are some network drops in there, so. They asked about putting up shades, and I said, well, if you want to.
Yeah, it might keep it warmer in there.
Well, it's warm in there, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Probably warmer than your office.
Might be. Which is kind of surprising, but it's very comfortable in there.
Mm.
At least
Yeah.
for the winter, I'm not sure how it is for the summer, but.
Oh, even in the winter, it used to get so darn hot in here, remember? Well, you could literally hang beef in my office back there.
No.
at
It's
times,
cold.
and now that's nice.
Yeah, it gets,
They're still not done. I
No,
know.
they're still not done there. They're working on balancing the system yet. Pretty darn close, though.
Pete's office is always cold on Saturday, though. I don't know how you stay in there so long.
Portable heater.
I know.
They told me I could do it through the thermostat. Well, I'm gonna have to have one of the guys show me how to do it.
So that, they finished that thing, that's all done too, over at the annex building?
Well, again, we did not do anything over there.
We got all our stuff when we had the water break a couple of years ago, all that stuff, records and all that crap.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
been taken
we
care
were
of.
lucky. It didn't really damage anything down there.
Pete, what was the interest rate that we were paying and we went down to at Bayview? We went down to what, one?
It was 2.625. Now it's gonna be 1.875. So almost a whole percentage point.
Senator Brownskow asked about that yesterday, and I said, well, the reason, we could move some money around is because contracts had gone up, but we were fortunate that the interest rate came down. I said, I thought it was 1.8, but I said, but I'd never know.
Well, Congresswoman Capter's office gave me a call and was asking about that as well. And they were thinking about doing a press release, and then he declined. Or at least they're up to speed on what's happening there.
Okay.
Jason just went out the other door to come.
Oh, he
look for
did.
you.
As you were coming in
She'll
that
tell
door.
him
You got lots of boots?
there you go.
That's good.
As you were going out that door. she was
Came in this
coming
way.
That's one.
We have 4 bids today for the Erie County Job and Family Services Transportation Services. It was bid using Senate Bill 268, so we will just be acknowledging the bidder and the bid guarantee. The first bid is from AMPM 24/7 Taxi out of Sandusky, Ohio. And their bid guarantee is present in form of a check. Second bid is from the City of Sandusky. And their bid guarantee is also present. The third bid is from Majestic Transportation of Sandusky, Ohio.
Yeah, that's one thing Gary always complained
Yeah, I
about.
used to.
Check, let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. Your bid guarantee is present, I'm sorry. I'll have to check.
Is that it?
And there's one more.
Okay.
And the fourth bid is from Cruisin' City out of Sandusky. And their bid guarantee is also present. I'll check.
Okay, you heard the bids, what's your pleasure?
Move we turn these over to Job and Family Services and for recommendation.
Second.
Moving second?
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes. Thank you. Okay, we don't have any comment on the agenda items. We need a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Monahan?
Yes.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes. Then we need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Need a second?
Second.
Second.
Mr. Shenigo?
Yes.
Mr. Monahan?
No.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.